introduce. But I am going to introduce Mick, who's our A2 Palo Alto chapter representative. He's going to speak a little bit, and then we're going to go to Lori.
Thank you. Let me boost this up. My hands don't hurt yet. I guess the first thing to ask is, are all your parents and grandparents doing okay today? I just hope they are. And that's something that I found out that they do in Vietnam. That when you address a group of people, you ask how people's parents are doing. I thought that was nice. I want to thank Eric and Avanitas for having us all here. And then especially thank the chapter volunteers. Aging 2.0 chapters are volunteer organizations. And so I want to thank David Dean, who volunteered, and Shalini, who helped us set up the food, and especially Denise Yarnlack, who I think kind of glued everything together. So thank you all very much. Does anybody in here understand Aging 2.0 completely? Okay, so I'll try to explain. It's a global innovation acceleration system. I look at everything from a system standpoint. So if I say system over and over again in the next few minutes, but that's what it is. It's a platform. It's a platform to design business. And I think you have to look at it in two ways. There's a chapter. The chapter facing part of it is like a localization part that localizes the acceleration events like this. And ambassadors like myself, I think of as being, we're the interface operators. The outside part of the system, I think, is more open. It's more of an open system. Then the corporate-facing side it's a development services. The internal services of the platform are business development and innovation development services. And the facets are different for the people to participate in that. It's a bit more of a closed system. You have to have a certain amount of privacy when developing businesses together, especially around here. So this shift, if you look at this is a shift. It's about shifting the mindset. And it needs to be shifted to accommodate the shift that we're experiencing as a result of the population inflection that took place back in 1962 and 63. I mean, that's the event that I think drove us all here in one way or another. What that means is that aging systems have to become more holistic and inclusive. They have to become more thriving-oriented, more quality of life focused instead of quantity of life focused. And I think that's what's driving a lot of people together here, is that we're feeling the economic effects in businesses that require us to shift and think about delivering value in terms of quality of life. I've heard a lot of criticism about Aging 2.0, especially in the beginning when it was starting out. And I think a lot of it has to do with that it seems to be sort of top of the market focused, like Aging 2.0 is going to help all the rich people get over. Now, that's an unfair criticism. Think it's a startup. If you were going to do a startup, where would you insert your MVP? I would argue that that's exactly the right place to insert this MVP, the startup of Aging 2.0. That there's no other place in the market to go. But I also would like you to look at you can see the companies that are the leadership companies. It's like a Sesame Street question. Which one of these is not like the others? Okay. It's a kind of a product service systems test. This should be blatantly obvious. I hope you know the answer. It's Procter & Gamble. It's the only pure product company on the list. And it's pointing in the direction of in-home care. Thriving in community takes continuous innovation. Aging 2.0, if you look at the internal process that's depicted here, the output is engagement in the world, in the community. And if you go back to the input side, it's collect information, get feedback, go inside, look at it, and do it again. Yet we have to think continuous quality of life improvement just forever. It's a continuous process. And Aging 2.0 is building a machine that helps us do that. I think that's what we're doing. This is actually the just hardcore advertising part of my presentation. Optimize our annual event. It's excellent. It's an excellent event. I don't know the answer to this. Do we still have? Can we still get discounted early tickets yet?
Yes.
Okay. So please, I think that's not going to last long. Please do that. And, local volunteers, talk to me if you want like a deeper discount. That's all I've got in slides. I want to introduce Lori Orloff by saying this. I think that Lori Orloff responded to the need for technology in aging in a unique way. She built an open system that has maximized aging in place technology market information sharing for everybody in this room. I think everybody in this room has been affected by it. She's also done it, part of that has enabled her to provide some critical thought leadership. Okay? It's, I think, a synthesis process. I think she maybe couldn't have done that by herself. I'm just guessing. One of the things you see if you look at the macro, I'm sorry, I love to look at the macro system stuff. I apologize, but one of my favorite views is it's the labor surplus going away view that we translate in our business into. We have a care labor shortage problem. It's just starting. It's going to be severe for decades. That means we have to do something, right? So again, systems engineer. I have to mention there's another thing going on. I think I was hearing it's about the shift to care systems. In-home care systems we're consumerizing care. I think a lot of people are here because of that. We're blending everything together. Lori Orloff has helped us understand that every step of the way. I've been looking at her stuff for years. If you have, you can follow it. She's been watching the market heading towards in-home care, consumerization, where healthcare and services and consumption are insinuating themselves all together in one system. The other thing that we need to do, you look at $7 trillion, that's all really exciting and everything. The other thing that we do, Lori has helped us do, is shift our thinking from a demographic view of what's going on to behavior. You have to think in terms of behavior. We have to think in terms of that. And then now she's helping us look at voice systems. And inevitably, it leads us to doing in-home teleservices using robotics. It's like, I'm not the one that does this. It's all the robotics people and teleservices people in this room that can address that, and there are many. But the one thing, This is my favorite slide. Lori will show it to you. It looks like a little network diagram to me. It's a triangle. It's got seniors, older adults, as one vertex, family and caregivers as another vertex, and then providers as the third vertex. And I will tell you now, if you look at this and think about this, this is the best problem description for the problem that we're all here trying to solve that I think you'll see. And if you look at it and understand what it means, I think you'll find out that you can map that networking problem and start to see the solutions. And what it's telling us is that up till now, the digital systems we've been using to do care systems don't work. I got proof in my pocket right here. That doesn't work. By definition, if it worked, it would be working for old people. I want to thank Lori for all of that, and especially personally for showing me that diagram, because I was stuck in it. 3 years ago when she gave it to me, I didn't get it. I couldn't see it. I hope you all look at it, and then I hope Lori will explain to us, this is 2015, if we've made any progress solving the problem. Lori Orwell.
Thank you.